So say I want a way to record all the colors of the rainbow, or I want to have variables corresponding to each color of the rainbow. Let's make color 1, set that equal to red, color 2, orange, color 3, yellow, color 4, green. We can go on, but we'll stop there for now. Say we're working on our code and it's really long. So we're on line 199 right now, and we want to print out or use the color yellow. But that leaves us with two options. Either we scroll up all 100 lines to see our variable definitions and scroll all the way back down, or we just hard mode it. So we print out each of the color variables. That's red, that's orange, and yellow, finally. But there's a much easier way to do this, and a much easier way to store all these data values instead of using 4 lines of code for them. We can all fit them into one line with a list. Now, lists are data structures. They're very common, very versatile, and they're used to store multiple values of different or the same data types. So that means you could have a list with just strings, just integers. You could have some strings, some integers. You could have some floats. You could have anything. Put it in a list, and in one line, you'll be able to have an entire arsenal of things to access instead of making one line for each of these variables up here. Now, one thing to note about lists is that it's best to use them when all the things you're using have similar values or similar purposes. So right here, we're just going to create a list of colors. So we'll call it colors. The way you declare a list is with square parentheses, not your regular circular ones. These square brackets. Don't use the curvy ones, just use the square ones. All right, so inside here, we could just list out everything we need. Make sure we're separating them with a comma. It's best to separate them with a comma and a space, but it doesn't really matter. So red, orange, yellow. If we wanted to, we could also add variables in here. So already defined variables. Now, the way we print, so now we're back down here, and we need to access yellow again, but we don't know where that is inside the list. So what we can do instead is just print the name of our list, which is colors. And we can see here that yellow is the third element in the list, but since counting with computers always starts at number 0, red is number 0, orange is number 1, and yellow is in index 2. So to access and print yellow, we're going to have the name of the list, colors, pair of square brackets, and inside those square brackets, instead of a number 3, we're going to have a number 2. All right. So that is how we use a list, the basics of lists.